Thank you guys so much for having us. We love coming to your country. We love coming here to play music. It's one of our favorite places, it really is. So thanks for having us.
Gracias por venir, les disfrutan mucho estar aquí. Bueno, Angie tiene listo el micrófono para mis compañeros de la prensa, entonces vamos a pasar con las preguntas, por favor.
Hi guys, and congratulations for your upcoming album. Can you speak about what are your fans gonna find in this material, and how do you prepare to so different shows as an evening with 21 Pilots and the next tour?
It's a good question. We're very excited for our fans to hear the new record, Clancy. We put a lot of time into it, and I don't know. I think that we're just so honored to be in a position where we're able to continue to create and write songs. You know, I think back to when I first started creating, we didn't know if anyone was going to hear it. And here we are in a different country talking about songs that haven't been released yet. It's just an amazing feeling. And he plays the drums, so that's it.
Dicen que hubo mucho tiempo para hacer este álbum Clancy, están honrados de poder crear y escribir canciones. Cuando empezaron no sabían si alguien siquiera les iban a poner atención, y aquí están ahora hablando de estas nuevas canciones que ni siquiera han salido y se sienten muy afortunados de poder hacerlo.
Is that what I said?
I think so. Most
Did you get it all?
Most of it.
Did you get the part where I said he plays drums?
Josh toca la batería.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hola, Viviana Ortiz de Publimetro. Chicos, quisiera primero que me cuenten cómo se sienten con la gira que llevan en Latinoamérica, y dos, ¿cuál creen que es el principal legado que le han dejado a la música?
What would you say your main legacy in music is, and how do you prepare for the Latin American tour?
I think we're going to be known for how awesome we dress.
We put on our finest outfits today.
Yeah.
That's, I think, our
I saw Josh in the lobby today and said, "Oh, black hoodie. It's okay." We are very excited to be here, and we wore our most exciting outfit.
You might see something like this on stage too.
You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, like Tyler said, we're excited to play here. We're playing here in Mexico tonight, and then we'll be back. And and we've headlined in Mexico before, but this will be our first time headlining in Latin America as well, which we love. So we're looking forward to it. And I'll probably just wear this hoodie the whole time.
You got all that?
Mostly.
Make sure the humor translates. Because we're crushing it in English.
Working on it. Seremos recordados por lo bien que nos vestimos. Se vieron en la mañana y dijeron hoodie negro, que excelente idea. Es una ropa muy emocionante que tal vez usen en el concierto. Tocan el día de hoy en la Ciudad de México y regresarán en 2025. Ya han tocado antes como acto principal en México, y será la primera vez que lo hagan en algunos lugares en Latinoamérica.
I had a Spanish teacher in high school. She was pretty mean, actually. And I was always trying to make a joke to her. And she would always say, "Humor doesn't translate." Obviously that's the case after he just relayed an amazing set of jokes from us and no laugh. So maybe he's just not that funny.
Sería una maestra de español cuando era adolescente. Dice que una cosa que constantemente le decía: el humor es muy difícil de traducir. Dice que tal vez eso pasó con mi traducción en este momento, porque ellos acaban de hacer unos chistes muy buenos y cuando yo los traduzco, que no quedaron exactamente igual.
What did you learn in Spanish?
What did I learn?
Yeah.
I'm not funny in Spanish. That's what I learned.
Hi guys, this is Mo with MTV.
Hi.
I was wondering if you guys are aware that May is the Mental Health Awareness Month. And now that you're prepping up for the tour, how are you keeping your mental health going?
It's a good question. I think that as we now have been playing for over 12, 13 years together now, we've learned the best way to tour. Sometimes you need breaks. Sometimes you need to be alone. But I will say that getting on stage and being able to play music with a bunch of people in the room that know that same song is one of the most amazing feelings, and it really does truly energize us. And so I would say that's one way that we keep our mental, is just honestly getting out in front of our fans.
I mean, I think it's safe to say that music kind of really impacted both of us in a really positive way when we were younger, young teenagers, and so just the act of playing music and creating but then sharing that is I think that's really beneficial mentally. It's
And chocolate.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
yes.
La pregunta es acerca del mes de la salud mental. Ellos están por salir de gira y cómo es que cuidan su salud mental cuando están en el camino. La mejor manera de hacer el tour y mantener la salud mental, dice Taylor, es que a veces necesitas ponerle un freno, a veces necesitas estar a solas. Sin embargo, estar con mucha gente en el mismo lugar que se sabe las canciones es para ellos lo más importante. Josh habla acerca de lo positivo que resultó para ellos cuando eran adolescentes. El acto mismo de tocar y el compartir la música que ellos hacen es bueno para la salud. Eso y chocolate. Better this time.
That was hilarious. Like to see AI do that.
Hola chicos, Dania Sánchez de Oye 89.7. Mi pregunta es, ¿cuál fue el reto más grande para ustedes en este nuevo álbum y de dónde viene la idea de los shows privados para sus fans?
What was the biggest challenge in creating this album, and where does the idea of these smaller special fan shows came from?
I don't know. I think a lot of bands, they don't necessarily get to experience playing small shows. A lot of artists get thrust into a bunch of people very soon in their career. We take a lot of pride in being from playing small shows in our hometown. And even when we would go to new places for the first time, we always liked playing a small show first and working our way up with each venue in every city. And so for us to go back to playing a small show and being able to connect intimately with our fans in that way is, I don't know, it's a part of the fabric of who we are as a band, and something we don't want to forget. And we get paid billions of dollars to be here. I'm just kidding, we're not getting paid at all. I hope you guys get a lot of clicks.
Habla acerca de tocar primero un show pequeño antes de hacer el acto grande. Para ellos es súper importante conectar de una forma íntima con los fans. Es parte, los shows pequeños son algo que disfrutan mucho. A veces las bandas ya no tienen el privilegio de hacer esas conexiones cuando van volviéndose más y más grandes. Sin embargo, a ellos les gusta mantenerlo de esa manera, hacer primero un show pequeño y después hacer un espectáculo mucho más grande. El show pequeño es parte de la identidad de 21 Pilots y además dicen que les pagan billones de dólares por estar ahí.
Hi guys, Daniel Garcia for Tu Música Hoy. I saw a few weeks ago that you delayed the release of the album because you want to make video clips for each song of it, and I want to know if we're gonna watch all the videos once you release the album or we have to wait, and how are you involved in this creative process, in this making, and I mean in direction or script or something?
Good question. We've released a few records now at this point, and what we've found is we've learned a few things along the way. One is the first song on the record is very important. It feels like everyone kind of views the album through the lens of that first song. And when talking about perception and how people view a song or listen to a song for the first time, we like the idea of there being a video component with it, a visual, because we're not necessarily able to show all of the new songs live in a live setting. And we like using the medium of music videos to be artistic. So we took it upon ourselves. You get over there? We took it upon ourselves to do a music video for every song on the record. And it turned out to be very expensive and a lot of time and very tiring. But I think that when it's done and we release the record and all the videos come out with it, it'll be exactly the way that we've wanted to release a record all along. Josh directed a video, actually. See, he directed the music video for Backslide, so he's a director over here. So,
Thank you. I did a really great job.
Bueno, la pregunta es acerca de los videos que acompañan al álbum Clancy. Ellos tienen el plan de hacer un video para cada una de las canciones del grupo y cómo participan ellos en este proceso. Han hecho hasta el momento algunos discos y han ido aprendiendo, y una de las cosas más importantes que han aprendido es que la primera canción del disco es súper importante, ya que es la lente por donde las personas van a percibir el álbum. Y les gusta que exista un componente visual porque tal vez no todas las canciones podrán tocarlas en vivo, entonces lo están considerando como una pieza importante en este disco. Cada canción tendrá su propio video, lo cual resultó ser muy caro y muy cansado, pero al terminar será exactamente el álbum que ellos imaginaron, tal como ellos lo quisieron. Josh dirigió el video de Backslide y dice que tiene un gran trabajo.
Hi guys, Fabiola Gonzalez from Playlist Magazine. So I want to ask you, what can we expect from the new setlist in the Clancy Tour, and what is the song that you most likely look forward to enjoy with your fans?
Do you have a song you're looking forward to playing off the new record?
We've been playing Overcompensate, which Tyler kind of said earlier that the first song off of a record can really set the tone for the record. And I think that also applies to a live show. And so a lot of times our first song on the record is the first song of the live show. It may not always be that way, but that's how we've done it. And it's a really fun one to start a show. Because sometimes before a show, you know, there can be some nerves or whatever, and then you go out and play that first song, and you kind of gauge how you're gonna feel throughout the show, and how the crowd's gonna feel, and it's been really fun. I think we've only done it 3 times, but I look forward to playing that more on the Clancy Tour.
Thanks.
I will say that on the flight here, I had my laptop open and I was listening to all of the stems. So, and not to speak down to you, but in case you don't know, stems are the individual tracks inside of songs. And sometimes when you're working on music, you lose sight of all the little ingredients that go into songs. And I was familiarizing myself with all of those stems again and got really excited about a few songs, specifically Midwest Indigo and Oldie Station. These are songs that for me, when we were recording them, I was thinking, man, this is gonna be so fun live. I hope they like it. That's really what I kept thinking. I hope they like it because we're probably gonna be playing them. And if they don't, then that'll really suck. So those are 2 songs I'm excited about.
La pregunta es acerca del setlist nuevo, lo que verá el público en el nuevo tour, qué les emociona, cuál es la canción que están ansiosos por trabajar en directo, y hablan acerca de Overcompensate, la primera del disco que establece el tono de la obra. Es al mismo tiempo la primera canción y hace exactamente lo mismo con el espectáculo en directo. También puede haber un poco de nervios antes de cada show, antes de cada presentación, pero esa primera canción marca el tono de cómo se sentirán ellos y cómo se sentirá el público al escucharla, y esperan poderla, ya están muy ansiosos de tocarla más en directo en el tour de Clancy. Taylor añade que en el vuelo hacia acá venía con la computadora abierta y estudiando los stems, que son los tracks individuales que conforman cada una de las canciones. Venía estudiando los stems del disco nuevo, se estaba familiarizando con todos los elementos involucrados, y eso mientras grababa, le hizo recordar que mientras grababa las canciones ya pensaba en la manera como las iban a interpretar en directo y lo divertido que sería hacerlo.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Por acá, Kevin, del Club Emergente. Un gusto, chicos. Bueno, pasando un poco con la historia que ustedes que han llevado formando por casi 10 años con lo que ha sido Blurryface, Strange, todo lo que tiene que ver también con Dima, con Ned. Me gustaría saber, este disco, como sabemos, es el fin de toda esta historia, la rebelión de Clancy, de los obispos, pero ¿qué hay para el futuro de 21 Pilots? Sabemos que, bueno, repito, esto es el final ya de esta historia, pero ¿tienen planeado más música? ¿Y de qué trataría?
Yeah.
The question is about the narrative of these 3 albums. It's taken more than 10 years working on Blurryface and Dima and Trench, and this is the end of the story, the part of the Clancy's rebellion. What's in the future musically for you? Do you plan on making more music, and what would those songs be about?
That's a good question. Dang. I don't know what the future holds. Honestly. It's hard to imagine life without music. And our relationship with music is creating it. So I'd like to think that we can get older and still write songs. But let's be honest, at some point, people are going to start to care less and less. Yes. No. Don't you say no to me. No, there's bands that I grew up loving, and I may not be familiar with their latest work. And we're aware of that as a band that's been able to do this for a long time. And so we hope that we just keep on creating things that are honest, no matter who's left to hear it. But that was a very good question. All these songs have been related to each other in the process. And I think at one point, I do want to be able to look back and be really proud. And that's the goal right now. I don't know if that answered your question or not, but...
Well, I also think that a goal of ours from the beginning when we started making music, we agreed on a lot of things in life, and to talk about things in life that we're going through, or experiencing, or feeling. And when this storyline came along, it helped to have something to write from. But the idea was to not have to rely on that for every song. So though there's a lot of story, there's also still a lot of life happening in these records, and things not necessarily 100% tied to the story. And I think as long as we're living, we'll all be going through things, and then I think that there are still things to talk about.